Eat this. Drink that. Go. With Jimmy Cephalo and Brenda Bassett. Eat this, drink that, go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to HCA East Florida's Eat This, Drink That, Go, presented by the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau, and brought to you live by the History Miami Museum. And check out their NFL Gridiron Glory exhibit now through the Super Bowl at the museum in downtown Miami on Flagler Street. It's absolutely terrific. You can watch us on the Beach Channel. Now, the Beach Channel you can find on Atlantic Broadband, Roku TV, Apple TV, Fire Stick TV, Android TV. In other words, if you can't find us, you haven't looked. And all the social media platforms as well, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube Live on Instagram and Twitter, Eat, Drink, Go. So you got it all going for you. We're so pleased to be joined by Linda Mariano. She's the Managing Director of Marketing for Redwood Media Group. Now, as part of Art Basel, there are all these art fairs, well, a handful of art fairs, and then there are installations within the art fair, and two of them are these wonderful elements, Spectrum Miami and Red Dot Miami, the 4th through the 8th in December. Tell us about them, where they're located, and how we go to it.
Well, they open tomorrow evening, which is our opening night preview. They're at Mana Wynwood Convention Center. And we're especially excited that both of the fairs, Red Dot and Spectrum, it's one ticket, two fairs, so they're both under the same roof.
Great.
You go in the one door and you can see them both. And so they begin tomorrow evening with the preview, and then every day after that we open at noon and stay open until 8 through Sunday.
Right.
And this is contemporary art, right?
It is contemporary
Now
fine
explain
art.
to those who are not familiar with that.
Well, contemporary art is art by modern masters.
Okay.
The secondary market art, and you will find that at the Art Basel Fair, Art Miami, have a lot of their exhibitors that deal in secondary market art.
Okay.
So in the industry, we sometimes referred to that as the dead guys. Right?
So the live guys are going to
The
be
live
at your
guys.
festival. Right, that's what's
So
up.
I guess that's another way to explain contemporary.
Yes, I think
a
that's
good way to
that's
do
a
it.
good way to do
Modern.
it.
All right, tell us how to buy tickets now, because that's an important element. A lot of people want to know, and how do we do that?
Well, you can do it online.
Right.
Go right to our website, spectrummiami.com or red.miami.com, and the tickets are available there. And I like to say, if you buy them online, first of all, you save a little bit of money, but you also save time, because
Right.
now you're not standing online
Right.
At the door to get a ticket.
Right.
For $25 online, $30 at the door, so you
Right,
get a
for,
$5 break.
for daily tickets.
Right, for a daily ticket.
Right. If you want the whole shebang and get the what we call the total ticket, then
Which is a
that's-
5-day pass.
Right. So that gets you into tonight's opening night preview,
Okay.
as well as any other time, all the days and hours of the show.
Right.
And those tickets are $75 online. 75
Right.
online.
Now this Spectrum Miami is where contemporary art meets extraordinary. It's featuring the works of more than 200 exhibiting galleries. So you're going to be able to see a great deal of art by going in.
Yes, absolutely. And what I like to say about Spectrum is the exhibitors run the full spectrum.
Right.
So we have an area that we actually curate and help the artists manage, and they're all emerging artists, and that's what we call the Rising Artist Gallery. So it's a section of the fair at Spectrum.
Right.
But then other exhibitors, they might be established artists, they might be galleries, they might be art collectives, art dealers, art publishers in Spectrum. So it really is representative of the full spectrum of the art industry.
Right.
And then Red Dot is slightly different. It's a smaller show, more highly curated, galleries only. So you have to be an established gallery to be an exhibitor at Red Dot.
Right. Now, is a lot of this urban art, at least in one part of it?
There is, and that's kind of good question.
The reason I ask is because I don't know anything about art, but Wynwood to me, is a lot of urban art.
Absolutely. And, and I think that Wynwood and Wynwood Walls has been very instrumental in promoting urban art and kind of creating it as a trend in the art.
Like almost a new category.
Right, exactly.
Sorta, yeah,
and
in the art
so, I guess maybe somebody might say, well, wait a minute, Banksy did that. But I think that there's a lot of artists, and you're actually going to see some of that at Red Dot and Spectrum. We've got some special installations. One of our sponsors, Bullet Bourbon. I know you're drinking wine.
Right.
One of our sponsors
love Bullet
is
Bourbon.
Bullet
I'm
Bourbon,
from Kentucky.
and they're doing this really fantastic, fun installation, and it is an installation. They're creating a 3D frontier bar. So we all know about, in today's technology, about 3D printers. Well, imagine a whole installation 20 feet high, 20 feet wide, all created and inspired by the Bullet Bourbon label.
Oh, I
and
love
it just
that.
goes up.
What a great thing
And
to see.
then
I know.
you can make your own 3D cocktail.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Can you
You
make
see-
it with a
do
printer?
you see
I
how
like this
excited that he
This is
got
a nice
about
idea. I got to get to this thing.
But more than that, they've
right.
also engaged some of our artists. So back to your urban art, to create art that is inspired by the Bullet brand and the things that they're doing and creating. And they're going to be tomorrow evening releasing this new art that two of our exhibiting artists have
Wonderful.
created.
Photography. Is some of the art photography?
It is, and that's also, and we've seen this over the last, I'll say, 4 or 5 years. We all have a camera in our hand all the time.
We have a great photographer here, Mike Zimmerman.
But I think
Yes.
that technology has really brought the interest in fine art photography back. And you'll definitely see that. We've got some amazing photographers.
As I travel around, I see more and more art coming from photographers and just doing amazing things and wonderful elements.
Well, I think that the other thing about it is what they do with it. Yes, you can take a picture, but now
what do you do?
Now
Right,
what do you
right.
do?
Right,
Right.
right.
So it's the evolution
Right.
of the piece.
Anybody can get lucky to take a picture of something that's pretty cool, but what do you do with it afterwards? And
Right.
that's really what makes it art.
Yeah.
That's what makes it different. Again, it's the 4th through the 8th. For a one-day element, it's $25 at the door. $25 online, Red.Miami or SpectrumMiami.com,
Both.
right? And $30 at the door. So you can do both. You can buy a $75 pass for the entire 5-day element. So it's a fun thing. How many years have you been doing this here in South Florida?
Spectrum, this is its 9th year, and Red Dot, it's its 14th year.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
And are we, do you see a lot of South Floridians? I mean, I know you talk to a lot of the folks that are coming in. Are there people from around the world? I know there's so many people that flock to South Florida because of this event.
Absolutely, but we do see a lot of folks that are based right here in Florida
Right.
who love art and come out for Art Week.
Or who just want to learn a little bit more about art too. That's
Well,
part
and
of
I
it.
think it's an experience,
Right.
Yeah, it is.
right? And I think that that's what you take home. The art that you buy, the art that hangs on your wall, I bet it's there because of the experience.
It's an
Right.
experience
The
that
experience
you
you had either at where you were, maybe you were on vacation, you bought it. The experience you had with the gallery, with the artist, you take that home as the art becomes
Right.
a souvenir
Right.
of the experience. And every time somebody walks into your house and sees it, you relive that experience.
kind of
have
a
a story to
story of
tell.
your
And
life.
It's a story.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a story.
Do you find that that new emerging artists get discovered at a place like?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. In the Wayback Machine, we also do Art Expo New York. Andy Warhol was an exhibitor, and that was his first place that he exhibited was Art Expo
Amazing.
New York.
So enjoy it. Again, it's
Interesting.
Red.Miami, Red.Miami.com. You can buy tickets there. $25 for a one-day element, $75 for both of these art fairs. Right in Wynwood, Mana.
Yeah,
correct?
Mana Wynwood.
And experience the art world and see what the whole fuss is about Art Basel and all of the other wonderful art fairs that come to South Florida. Linda, thank you so much.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you. It
It
was
was
great to
wonderful.
be here. Thank
Great
you.
to see you.
Thanks.
We'll come back with more right after this on Eat This, Drink That,
Go.